Hi, it's Pilar with Collecting Our Angels, Nurturing Our Children. I am back. I was so sick. That was horrible. I just pray you all stay healthy. From a friend, he told me about the lemon water and apple cider, and you drink it first thing in the morning. I'm telling you, it's amazing. What else? Some echinacea lemonade juice from Trader Joe's. Beautiful. So I'm glad to be back. I wrote another blog today about the day that I took a day to myself for my health. I did this in October and then I got sick and I never got to finish it. So I finished it today and I put it out there. It's on Facebook and it's at www.pilarkellenbarger.com. So I wanted to talk about a few things today for you. I wanted to talk about how we feel when people treat us horribly and not nice, how we can get through that. Really quickly, where our kids should be, especially with the conferences coming up. And then just some signs that I got. So, oh, hi, Dino. There's my cousin. Hi, Dino. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was if you have bad days. I had a bad day where people might be calling you names, or they might be saying things to you that don't really relate to you. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? And what you want to do is you want to find your space, because a lot of times we want to say, what are we doing wrong? We want to do it right. We're having this discussion or argument and we don't want to fly off the handle, but how do we do it? Just come back to yourself. Think about what it is that you're supposed to learn through this. Yeah, people are going to call us names. We're going to have arguments. But what is it that we're supposed to learn? What am I supposed to see in that? So that is some things that happen with me. And a big thing to remember is the stress that we have in us is what does cause things when we become unhealthy. So I feel like because I stressed about some things, I got sick. And how I've been looking up how to try to get rid of that quicker and better so that I don't get sick again. Really quickly, with conferences coming up here in Southern California, a lot of students have already had them, but some are going to have them in a few weeks. So moms, make sure that you talk freely and honestly. If your child is not reading well, if they are flipping letters, if they are not saying sounds, it doesn't mean that everyone is dyslexic. It just means that it's something that they might want to look at. If it's been happening for a few years, you might want to ask for an SST. It's a meeting where just everybody in the school, people in resource, special ed, the teacher themselves, and the principal or assistant principal, they will get together and just talk about what needs, and maybe they can do something at home and do something different than actually doing the testing. So look into that. Make sure that you're being honest with what is going on with your child. That's the only way that things are going to improve. Think about it. We have Thanksgiving coming up quickly. The kids are off for a week. Then they go back and they're going to work for couple of weeks in December, maybe 3 weeks, and then they're off for 2 weeks. So things are going to get jumbled. So make sure that you get on top of this now, because by January there should be something in place for them. Some really cool things with the signs. I did a couple of videos before and put on Facebook here about signs that I get, and I get so excited about them. And so I just wanted to share some with you. The other day I took a job because I'm subbing again. I get to pick where I want, and my signs were incredible. And the way some people might ask, well, how do I see these signs and how does she do that? And I believe when you just get calm and you just try to live in the moment and you just have an intention of, I just want to help anybody out with no outcome, or I just want to enjoy my day, but without a certain outcome. And then, wow, watch it go. So I took a job. I was supposed to work 3 hours, 4 hours, supposed to be a half a day. I worked 15 minutes and made $60. Cool, very nice. So I head to Target to buy something for my daughter that we discussed on, our chats and stuff for Christmas. And then all of a sudden, I'm walking to Target and she calls me or she texts me, Mom, I don't want that. I want this instead. And like, how did you know I was here? So that was kind of weird. But on my way over from the school, the local school, I saw my dad's bird. I call it the Kappa bird. It's a bird that looks like it has a crew cut. And that is the bird that came on my gate the morning that he passed. And it hung out with me all day. And now, like certain times when I think about him, that it'll pop up. When I'm always when I'm on my computer, he comes by and says hi, which is very cool because that was my dad. He was a computer guy, right? Right, Dino? So that happened. Then I'm thinking, as I'm driving over to Target, I'm going to use my Mike's, right, Sharon? Mike's sub. I had a coupon. So I did remember also, was that bird from my dad? Because he always used to call my friend Michelle Mike. He used to always say, hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. So here's these birds. Then the bird from Kappa, as I'm waiting for the left light, is going crazy and like showing off. And I'm like, that was my dad. Yep, that was him showing off. Yep, hi, Kappa. You look great. Awesome. And then so I'm driving there again. I see that I'm thinking of Michelle now as I'm going to Target. And what does she do? She calls me. Hey, leaves me a voice message because I was right then and there texting Tenninger about, what she wanted for Christmas. And I listened to her voicemail and she's like, hey, I'm just driving to an appointment and thought of you. And amazing. And it was amazing because that night or that day before, I had gone through something that was kind of hard. And I always want my bestie there with me. I always want her there. We live 3,000 miles away, so it's hard. But it's amazing how, because I was connected, she called. It's like her guides or something said, hey, you need to call Pilar. She's not working right now. And it was just wonderful. So all of those things, you'll notice what's going on and who's what. I always hear hawks that squawk, and I know those are some certain friends or a combination of my dad and Mark's dad, my husband's father. So my last reminder is I wanted to, yes, Michelle is the best, Sharon. She's amazing. She's my guru. She gets me through. She's the one who helped me with a lot of things, and I'm going to show you some of the books of people that I love and I read, and they help me so much. Like with my spiritual journey. So anyway, just a reminder, I wanted to talk about how when people treat you horribly, it may hurt like brilliantly so much and so huge. But remember at that moment, there's something I'm supposed to learn. So think about that. What am I supposed to learn? Yeah, it's ugly. It's not nice. Oh my gosh, this is so horrible. But there's something in there that we have to learn. And even though the pain is brilliant and hurtful, try to remember that these things are only happening to teach us. If things aren't happening, they're not really happening to punish us. They're there to teach us. It's like, wow, amazing. So before I go, I wanted to show some people like, wow, where do you get all these ideas? And how do you understand all that so brilliantly? Well, the person who helped me a lot was Matt Kahn. This was his first book, Whatever Arises, Love That. Here in Encinitas, he comes here in August or October, and I've gone once to go see him, and he's amazing. I've gone 4 times. I've also seen him in Las Vegas when I do my writing conferences. He also has a second book now. The writing conferences that I go to are usually with Hay House Publishing, and Hay House actually picked up a book for him, and it's called, the second one here is Everything is Here to Help You. This one is amazing. It really, really helped me awesome. Very, very much helped me. So, like I was talking about going to Vegas to my conferences, I'm getting ready to publish my book. This is very, very original. It's just something that was thrown together for Wattpad. Wattpad is WATTPAD.com. It's a place where writers like myself, fiction or nonfiction, there's a lot of fiction, but then you can just read for free. And I just put it out there, and I just noticed today 96 people have read it. I'm like, wow, I just put it up. I mean, it's amazing. So I put it up there for free for people to read. I mean, I'm really doing this just to help people. What did I learn? And I put it out there. So this is what it's called, Collecting Our Angels, Nurturing Our Children, and it's what my Facebook is called. But it's also called Parenting Scholar Athletes. Really quickly to the point. But here it says on it, 4 keys to raising scholar athletes. So there's different titles that I'm using and throwing out there to kind of see what people like and what's the best attention. So go to Wattpad if you can and go read this. If you're a mom looking for ideas on how to, if you're raising your children and they're an athlete and they're scholar athlete, what should I do? It's not for all parents, but some of the chapters are great for some parents, just to bring up your children correctly or in a good space where, like mine are scholar athletes. They're back east and they still call me mommy, and it's awesome. And they now buy me plane tickets to go to Thanksgiving, and it's just amazing. So I just put out what I learned to help other people. Again, my website where you can find other great blogs is www.pilarkallenbarger.com, and I will put these on this when I'm finished. Also, please share something. If you see something, please just go ahead and share it with people. I'm really trying to get the word out. I've almost saved up enough money to do my editing that I need. I need a few rounds of editing done, and then I'm going to start with Amazon and ebooks, and then I'm going to self-publish hard copies. So if you could just help get the word out, anything that triggers you in this spirituality area of like healing from certain things, or how to raise children, different things on that, please share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it. That would be a wonderful gift for me. And don't forget Wattpad, WATTPAD.com, and it's Parenting Scholar Athletes. Also, if you love fiction, there's all kinds of books there for free. Some crazy ones, and you read the titles, and some of them are crazy, but some of them are really interesting. When I was at a conference in San Diego, I ran into somebody who put her book on there, and because it had so many views, she got picked up by an literary agent at the conference. So there's so many things that I learn, and then I just pass them on also, because we're all trying to do our thing. We're trying to help other people. So once again, share everything that I can. Again, thanks for watching, Dino, Sharon. See you guys soon. And I'm so glad to be back. I'm healthy. Watch your stress. Don't let it overcome you. And enjoy the blog that's on there. Bye.